Hey Earth signs, how's it going? Welcome to your week ahead energy read, and thank you for joining me. Also welcome to any new watchers. New energy always welcome. So this reading is for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and as usual I've taken the jumpers, they're laying here on the table, and I just want to frame the reading off with a couple of oracle cards. So just bear with me while these jump out too. We've got the one, we just need one more. Guys, I've got some read here, Earth sign. Okay, that's great. We've got two, so let's go. We have got, first one was absolutely in between worlds, you're in transition. So it's almost 2 foots in both camps. So it's leaving somewhere and coming, leaving the dark and coming into the light. So it's a beautiful transition. I don't know if you can see that flamingo properly. When it does hit the light here, it's wearing its crown, and its crown is shining it in all its glory. So if you feel that you're in a bit of a nothing bad, but you know, you just need to get the juices flowing, if you know what I mean. You're certainly in transition, and you're certainly you're crossing over into a new phase of life here. And you've got the beautiful, beautiful imagine here. And that's exactly what you have to do. You have to imagine, and you have to imagine big. I would say go big or go home on this one, Earth signs. It's this read is really quite something. But you know, saying that, let's get on with it. We've got the overarching energy of the read, guys, which is, I'm going to pick up the card I've just seen underneath it in a minute. We've got a hard hitter. We've got we've got the world, guys. I mean, what a card to have as the overarching. It's about harmony. It's about balance. It's about fulfillment. It's a wonderful, wonderful wish fulfillment card. You know, everything that you've been striving for, the things that you're bringing into your world, the things that you're trying to manifest, if you haven't seen them start coming or trickling through yet, they will. You might be just on the cusp of that line there, but you're crossing over now, guys. So you know, absolutely get ready for things to start happening for you, for things to start materializing, because you've got the world at your feet here. Sorry, on the bottom of the world, we've got the 10 of cups, which is completion. So you've got a new cycle coming, and how wonderful is that? A new cycle, so everything new starting to begin again. It's a beautiful time of year for this to happen as well, because you know, the flowers are blooming, you know, spring is upon us, and everything is regenerating, and so are you, Earth signs. You're in regeneration mode. It's absolutely fantastic. I just noticed the card under that, and we've got Temperance, guys. I'm going to keep on going because I can't actually quite believe it. We've got Temperance here, which is about balance. It's about balance. It's going forward, but it's proceed with caution. So don't go gung-ho. You know, don't do anything that you wouldn't, or that is out of character for yourself. Just go at your steady pace, and you'll be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine, because ultimately, and this is your card, Earth signs, the Magician. That's the card of creation. It's the card of bringing things into your sphere, bringing things into your life that you want, how you want to be, how you want to live. It's really, really beautiful. It's a really, really spiritual journey going on here, which I absolutely love. So there we've got you with the power in your hands to bring everything that you need and you want into your life. We've got balance. But in order to achieve that balance, do proceed with caution. You know, things are completing for you. So you've got a new journey at hand. And that new journey, you know, it can be whatever you want it to be. But the world is here for the taking if you want it. Absolutely stunning. And that's just the overarching. I haven't got on with the read yet. So let's go. So first card we've got here, we've got the Two of Pentacles, guys. This is about choice. It's it's, do I go down that road or do I go down that road? It's that fork, it's that decision. It doesn't necessarily mean what path do I take. You have to decide how you want things to go forward here. You've got the world here for the taking, how you're going to get it. It's about, you've got the magician not far behind that as well. So it's about using your magic. It's about using your intuition. It's about, you know, using your expertise and everything that you've learned along the way in order to achieve your goals. So you've got a decision here to make, which is probably going to be something akin to, okay, that's how I'd like my world to be. What do I do in order to achieve that? So this is your decision. That's the decision you have to make. And we've got the Knight of Swords and the Tower next. Now, the Tower, another hard hitter, and you've had several hard hitters just from the off here, another hard hitter in the pack. Now, this is saying, before you move forward, you need to make changes. I mean, so you've got, first of all, you've got the Knight of Swords, which is, it's a marching forward card. It's an action card. It's right, this is what you do. You know, it's about going for your passion and absolutely just grabbing the bull by the horns and doing it. But in order to get to this stage, you're going to have to make some changes, significant changes. It's not going to be something like, oh, let's rearrange the bedroom or let's rearrange the front room just to freshen everything up. You're going to have to make some really big changes here in order to march forward to your dream, to the way you want life to be, to the way you want your world to be. But it's here for the taking. And this is a beautiful card, albeit it's signifying major change for you. If you look at the card closely, if you look at the shadow of the tree that's on fire, does that not look like the Statue of Liberty to you? Because it does to me. So this change, this significant change is going to bring about a certain freedom to you. And that freedom is going to be the freedom that affords you to go forward and go towards your passion and your goal and the way you'd love things to be and the way you want things to live and the way you'd like to live. So really, really beautiful, exciting energy coming in here. But I will say it's work as well. It's not going to be a walk in the park. You've got to put some effort in here in order to achieve your goal. And the goal is wonderful. The potential here is mammoth. You know, really, really quite something. Now, we've got the King of Cups. These just flew. I had to take them all. I thought, you know, there's obviously a really big message going on here. I know it's supposed to be a really quick, short, general, you know, week ahead energy read, but I felt with this one that I had to actually embrace. It was pulling me to just embrace what it was trying to tell me. So we've got the King of Cups, Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Moon. So the King. So this is about knowledge. I'll try and keep these in your... Can you see those? So this is about knowledge and everything you've learned along the way that's got you to where you are right now. It's about empowerment. It's about expertise. It's about good advice and giving good advice and receiving good advice. Don't be afraid to ask people if you're feeling a bit wobbly because you've got such strong energies going here. Confide in people, your nearest, your dearest, your loved ones, your trusted counsel. You know, absolutely call upon the people you love and trust in order to guide you, because you've got a lot going on here, Earth signs. It's really quite... not only are you in between worlds, you're in that transition period. You know, you've got the imagine here, so make it big. Go big or go home, like I said at the beginning of the read, because this could be everything you want it to be. And because it's so huge, it's not going to come without its peaks and troughs. It's going to have its troughs. You're going to feel a bit wobbly. It's going to maybe perhaps trigger off anxieties and stuff like that. So you've got to keep yourself in check. We've got the Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords here. Now, the great thing about these cards is they're thought-based. I'm going to put that card down for a minute just so we can tackle these two cards. This is thought process, and this is you perhaps feeling a lack of confidence. perhaps feeling, God, there's so much to do, it's insurmountable. If you can see the Three of Swords here, the Three of Swords is asking you to use your imagination. You need to pull the rabbit out of the hat on this one because it's so significant. Be creative, you know, discover new things, discover new ways of doing things, because if something's not working for you, change it, absolutely change it. Use your imagination. You're going to need to. There's so much going on here. And then you've got the Eight of Swords on top of it, which is, you know, obstacles and barriers that you are going to come across along the way. And of course, with such a big read, you know, albeit this is supposed to be a tiny read, but it's actually massive. This is, yeah, it's quite some read, like I said at the beginning. So you're gonna come across some barriers and obstacles, but these are internal. This is your thought process. So if you find that your mind wanders off and you're probably making mountains out of molehills, because I wouldn't be surprised if that does happen in this energy, because there's so much going on and there's a lot of work to do. You know, don't give up is what I'm going to say. Even when you're feeling a bit overwhelmed here, you know, don't give up. You've got to keep on going. You've got to persevere and persist, because this is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now we've got, with those cards, sorry, with the King, the 3 and the 8, we've got the Moon. Now the Moon is about things that need to come to light. It's about things hidden. It's about mysterious paths. It's about the unknown, you know, and the Moon will shine the light on the things that you don't know. So do be absolutely confident. Now we've got 2 moons here. We've got 2 moons. The imagination, if you can see that clearly, is also a moon. We've got the Moon there. So what was I saying? I've lost my thread, pointing at the Moon in the card. So yeah, it's about things that need to come to light and things that are going to be revealed to you. So if things aren't working for you, change what you do and how you do them. With the sword cards here at the end, if you need to change your perspective in order to march forward, and this is exactly what you should be doing with this stuff, marching forward, because it's just, what's available to you here is second to none. If I'm reading the cards right, and I suspect I am because I've got goosebumps running from my head to my toe, you've got a lot that's coming into your world being the operative phrase here. Just wonderful. And of course, with so much going on, of course you're going to have a wobble here and there, but I'm just going to show you the world again, that overarching read, with the other hard hitters following it. The Magician, we had Temperance, didn't we? Yeah, Temperance, Magician. We've got Justice not far behind it. I don't know how all these hard hitters sort of gravitated towards the sort of same place in the pack, but they have. So I think that this is a really, this week ahead energy read for you Earth signs, my beautiful Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, is really quite important. So do pay attention and do the necessary in order to get where you're going, because it's going to be where you're passionate, it's going to be where your balance is, it's going to be where your fulfillment can be reached, and it's going to be harmonious. It's absolutely something else. Really gorgeous. Now, if that wasn't great enough, let's take an animal oracle just to see if they can't, or they'd like to just share a nugget of knowledge going into the coming week for you. Obviously, because there's so much going on here, Earth signs, it's not going to all happen next week. And of course, these readings aren't linear. They all sort of ebb and flow. So just flow with it, go with the flow, and embrace each and every part that comes your way, because it's a stepping stone to your goal. So really, you know, really lovely. Hear a buzzing. Can anybody hear a buzzing, or is it me? I'm wondering if that, I can hear a buzzing. It sounds like I don't know if you can hear it, but I can anyway. Oh, I love it. I love the advice. So we've got the skunk spirit, Earth signs. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to elaborate on this card. It's telling you, know your worth. Whatever it is that's going on here, guys, know that you can do it. Know that you've got the strength. Know that you've got the wherewithal and the knowledge to embark upon this journey that's going to lead you to the most wonderful, wonderful place. Brilliant. Oh wow, I feel out of breath now. I got so excited doing that read. It's wonderful. And you know what? I'm an earth sign too, so that's made me really happy. So fellow earth signs, thank you very much for joining me. As always, it's appreciated, and welcome any newcomers. Your energy with us is always appreciated and sent back with love. So all my details are in the box below if anybody needs to make contact, and I'm going to leave my love with you. What a read, guys. See you next week. I'm going to be doing individual zodiacs next week, and take care of yourselves and each other. Doodle pip.